Salt Lake City, Utah, June 5, 2002. A peaceful suburban night shattered when 14-year-old Elizabeth Smart was taken at knife point from her bedroom while her younger sister watched in terror. What followed became one of the most emotional and unforgettable child abduction cases in American history. A story not only of horror, but of survival and hope. Elizabeth came from a loving family, active in church, and known in the community. Nothing about her life seemed dangerous or unusual. Until the night, a stranger slipped into the Smart home through an unlocked window. He threatened the family, whispered that he would kill them, and then forced Elizabeth into the darkness. Her captor was Brian David Mitchell, a self-proclaimed prophet who believed he was commanded to take young girls as wives. He led Elizabeth deep into the mountains, where his accomplice, Wanda Barzee, waited at a hidden campsite. There, Elizabeth was chained, threatened, and repeatedly assaulted. For 9 long months, she lived under constant control, stripped of freedom, identity, and safety. Meanwhile, across Utah and the nation, the search for Elizabeth grew into a massive effort. Volunteers combed mountains, police interviewed suspects, and her parents appeared on national television pleading for her safe return. For months, hope and fear battled in the public's mind. Was Elizabeth still alive? Mitchell and Barzee traveled with Elizabeth disguised in veils and robes, believing they blended into society. At times, they walked past people who thought nothing of it. But Elizabeth held on to one thing they couldn't take: her will to survive. She listened. She observed. She waited. On March 12, 2003, 9 months after her disappearance, a break finally came. Alert citizens recognized Mitchell and the disguised girl walking down a street in Sandy, Utah. Police stopped them. When officers asked the girl her name, she hesitated, terrified, then finally spoke the words that ended a nightmare. "I'm Elizabeth Smart." The country breathed again. Mitchell and Barzee were arrested. Years later, both were convicted. Mitchell sentenced to life in federal prison, Barzee to 15 years. Elizabeth returned home to a family that never stopped believing she would come back. Today, Elizabeth Smart is a wife, a mother, and a powerful advocate for missing children and survivors of abuse. She speaks openly about trauma, healing, and the strength of the human spirit. Her story remains one of the most remarkable examples of resilience, proof that even in the darkest moments, hope can survive. Elizabeth Smart was taken, but she was never broken. Her voice, once silenced in fear, now stands as a beacon for millions.